Who that last summer? What go on, mama? Bless up yourself. Then I play some early. Big up yourself in the last song. Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. What have you done? What have you done?
Emotional damage.
What have you done? Mighty God of Daniel. What it profit a man to gain the world and lose his own soul? People, this particular live stream is very dear to my heart. I can't tell you that right now. You understand? When me about to share on this one, I not even waste no time. I just get right tonight, We just get right tonight because, you see, just like and share the video, people, as much as you can, please and thanks. Like Ryan Campbell, how you doing, my brother? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate your continued support. Last some, big up yourself as usual, mama. You know what I'm saying? Now, we have a lot to talk about. Seeing? And who remember the pastor where they had the prayer breakfast recently? We'll take the picture with Andrew Holness. The one you see on the thumbnail. Right? I remember something when did say. Right? You don't remember something that he said to Andrew Holness? Listen to this.
I wish I could.
Hey, them advertisement there, see? Hold on there. Hold on there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo V&R, alright? And more of a big up at Press and Talk Your Mind TV. At Press did a video today that sparked this live stream. The protection of our youth and our culture and that relationship with the Most High in our culture is something that is very dear to my heart. I am appreciative of this land we love here in Jamaica that I live. In many ways, I'm very appreciative. There's many great qualities in this land that we should be proud of. And there's some things that we need to clean up. All we have to do is draw closer to God. Period. It's the moving away from the Most High that has caused us to be in the negative space that we are spiritually and mentally. You know what I'm saying? And also physically as well. Now, I want to play this video for you guys real quick and kind of jog your memory. It's a very short clip. Who remembers this?
The Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church. It's working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it.
No, this is Pastor Bishop Delford Davis. And this was some years ago. This was 3 years ago. My thing is, Mr. Davis, has the order changed or is it continuing in its vein? Andrew Holness, why did you sign a deal with the devil? Why did you sign over to the devil, the beast? Why did you do that? Right? This order give God no glory. The God of all gods. Give this order that Andrew Holness and his team is a part of. Give God no glory. Mr. Bishop Delford Davis, you're absolutely right. Years ago, Now, my thing is, what has changed? What has changed for you to now be in, good standing with the current order based off this prior breakfast that I saw you and Mr. and Holness, exchange very wonderful pleasantries. So is Andrew Holness now and his order now giving glory to the true and living God? That is the question. That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. And what we're about to examine is to show you that nothing could be further from the truth. Absolutely nothing could be further from the truth. Now listen to this again.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order.
Minister of Health and Wellness, Christopher Tufton, Alexandra Jones. Blood is on the hands here. Blood is on the hands. Blood is on you guys' hands. You guys are responsible for the lack of response and action when it comes on to the travesty that is taking the young people in Jamaica.
I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church. It's working against the body of Christ.
This order is working against the church, against the body of Christ. What has changed, Mr. Belford Davis?
Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house.
So he's crippling and blocking the well that gives life. What does this say? Johnson Smith, Jamaica decides how to use funds from the Samoa agreement. Let's listen.
This is an agreement that facilitates economic cooperation, and it's driven by Jamaica's national development goals and our plans and priorities as established and agreed through the PIOJ. So they provide support in health, in education, citizen security, in agriculture, you name it. Once it's a priority of ours and we put forward our proposals and programming, that is how the funding is assigned. They never offer to provide funding for an area that they expressly want us to implement. It is a partnership, and the funding is provided for programs that we determine are priorities for us. So I'm trying to explain that a lot of that this is actually a partnership, and what is negotiated and agreed is not negotiated and agreed in any way that will have provisions supersede our laws, our constitution, our norms. That's not how it operates. So there are areas in there that provide human rights, and the church has been saying that they want a definition of what human rights means, but it's not globally, there's no globally accepted definition. Although there's a charter, it is not something that every country has agreed on a universal definition.
Stop lying! Stop lying! Stop lying! Stop!
So, Jamaican people, I just want you guys to know that, first of all, the government has signed the Samoa agreement. Alright? You see the date, December 14th, 2023. Now, what does that mean? What does that actually mean?
The Samoa Agreement is a successor to the Cotonou Agreement. It's a significant grant donor arrangement between the European Union and the Organization of African, Caribbean and Pacific States, OACPS. The agreement was signed on Thursday in Belgium at the headquarters of the OACPS. It was signed on behalf of Jamaica by our ambassador to Belgium, Simone Beton-Nayo. The agreement has been the source of recent controversy for having language affirming certain principles deemed incompatible with Jamaican laws on abortion rights and LGBT issues. Those concerns were raised by several religious and rights groups. Due to the concerns, the government indicated it was delaying the process of signing the agreement. But at least 15 civil society groups and 21 well-known civil advocates called on the government to sign the agreement. In response, Foreign Affairs Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, along with representatives from the Ministry of Education and the Planning Institute of Jamaica, met with approximately 18 civil society groups to share information on the agreement and clarify points of concern. In a statement on Thursday morning, Senator Johnson-Smith says the final text of the agreement, which respects and aligns with Jamaica's domestic legal framework, is testament to the government's commitment to inclusive and comprehensive discussions at the local level with various stakeholders. Senator Johnson-Smith says the decision to sign was taken in the interest of the country's development goals and its partnership arrangement with fellow OACPS countries and the EU. She said the decision was also taken in the context of Jamaica's close involvement in the negotiating process, which lasted over 2 years. The minister says there was also a careful assessment of the provisions to ensure the agreement aligned with the country's constitution and domestic laws. Senator Johnson-Smith says the agreement, which seeks to unite more than 106 countries and approximately 1.5 billion people, will govern strengthened relations between the OACPS and EU for the next 20 years. Dana Davey for Nationwide News.
So they are locked into this Samoa agreement for the next 20 years. They claim that it does not affect our laws and our constitution. Well, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys remember that they're about to reform the constitution? I wonder why. I need you guys to use your head and stop sitting on your ASS. Alright? I'm presenting the information in a certain type of way and highlighting certain things. Now, I want to go to this right here. This is what we're going to face, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here today to talk about.
This is what we're going to face in Jamaica with this agreement. And I am 100% confident that this is what we're going to face. All right?
I'm here today to talk about this book here. My name is John Amanchukwu, as I stated earlier. It's called It's Perfectly Normal for Students 10 and Up. This book details all kinds of sexual images, pictures of elderly people nude, pictures of an individual who's in a wheelchair with his penis out. All of these sexual pornographic images are made available and placed at the fingertips of children. And I'm sure, Dr. Cruz, I don't know if you knew about this before you signed on, but hopefully this is something that you can address and deal with, because this is immoral and asinine to allow children to be able to see this. Also, this book even shows images of two women having sex, a man and a woman having sex, and two men having sex. That's not perfectly normal. Who decides what's normal? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Or do parents decide what should be placed at the fingertips and allowed to be taught to their children in this school system? I'll read some of this for you. It says, after a bit, a person's vagina becomes moist and slippery, and the clitoris becomes hard. After a bit, a person's penis becomes erect, stiff, and larger.
Pastor.
Sometimes a bit of clear fluid that may contain a few sperm comes out of the tip of the penis and makes it wet.
Can we, sir, I'm sorry.
Was it something I said? Was it something I said? If you don't want to hear it in a school board meeting, why should children be able to check it out of the school system?
Emotional damage.
School board meeting was
I-
was it something I said? Was it something I said? If you don't want to hear it in a school board meeting, why should children be able to check it out of the school system? You see, we have perverts that are perverting our kids. And you all sit back smug in your chairs and celebrate diversity, equity, and inclusion, but you don't want me to read it so you can hear it. Why? Does it bother you? Yes or no? You can't answer that question. You want to know why? Because politically speaking, you can't say that it's wrong. You probably are a Christian man, but many Christians today have become more Democrat than Christian. Some Republicans have become more Republican than Christian. I'm not trying to win an election. I don't get my talking points from the RNC or the DNC. I get my talking points from the Bible, from the Bible. And you don't want me to read the filth because it exposes the truth. How dare you tell me to stop reading it? If you don't want to hear it, why should the children have to see it?
Pastor, your time is up. Thank you.
That makes two of us.
They just don't know. Why you think America and all these places are getting judged? And Jamaica is next because we have now gone in alignment with the one world order. The Samoa agreement is a part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, look at our birth rate. Our birth rate in Jamaica is down. Right? They are now, and I don't even need to do a lot of talking. I'm going to show you something. This is the video I got from Hot Off the Press. Listen to Nigel Clark and this gentleman here and what they're saying about prominent names, what he's saying as an open member of that community, what he's saying about certain names in Jamaica. Not my word. Listen to this.
I cursed him out and I told him some colorful Jamaican words and told him to get off the phone. So after that took place, this is what transpired.
Dr. Clark, why are you calling up my phone? You have crossed the line, Dr. Clark, and you think I'm stupid. Okay, I will put it out to the public and make the public be a judge. I'm here speaking. I put out an article and you call me, tell me that the article is liable. And I'm explaining to you where it's factual and so on and so forth. We're going. Now you gone and you clicking and you doing your investigation, you summarize. You're asking, oh, are you the doctor? You're a pastor? You're at Universal Life Church? Can you go on video call and call? Who you think you're talking to, Dr. Nigel Clark? These things, you are a corrupted man. I know, as I said, I'm Jamaican. The ghetto, I born and grow. I elevate myself and move out of the country. And I'm gonna put this out for the public to know. Everything that you've been talking about has been recorded. Let me just let you know that. And it will be out. You're rude and it just proves how nasty and corrupt. Why the hell you need to see me on a video call? Why the hell is it important to know if I have a church? So you can send out your goal. I know who you is. I know who Dr. Horace Chang is. I know who Andrew Holness is. Ask Patrick Bailey who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon. I'm a very close friend of Patrick Bailey.
Wanna hear the name them of the man I call? Patrick Bailey, Andrew Holness. Wanna hear the name them of the man I call? Who remember the person that was found in Patrick Bailey house by Patrick Bailey, according to reports, that had gunshot to his head and stab wounds, and Patrick Bailey is free. I want you guys to listen to that again. Because you see the web of corruption in Jamaica is very, very thick. And there's some common names that keep popping up. Right? And if somebody is not directly involved in corruption, because their names are being called with certain people that are questionable based off events that happened before, any well-thinking person would question them, you have to wonder, what is going on?
And I'm gonna put this out for the public to know. Everything that you've been talking about has been recorded. Let me just let you know that. And it will be out. You're rude, and it just prove how nasty and corrupt. Why the hell you need to see me on a video call? Why the hell is it important to know if I have a church? So you can send out your goal. I know who you is. I know who Dr. Horace Chang is. I know
Dr. Horace Chang as well. Mighty God.
Who Andrew Holness is. Ask Patrick Bailey, who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon. I'm a very close friend of Patrick Bailey. And I will put in out the article, this recording.
Patrick, what you say now? Hear the video? What you mean now? You not hear the video? You not hear the video, people?
So don't think I'm scared. So send your goons. You're rude.
Sure.
Have yourself a good night, sir.
No, sure. Sir. Sir?
I'm here.
Sir. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello? Hold up, sir. You seem to be convinced of a particular point of view. I was simply having a conversation with you.
As I said, I know what politics give.
No, alright, sir.
I know what politics give. I know the corruption.
Okay,
I know the I am a open. Let me tell you who is Dr.
You hear what the man say? The man say him know the corruption. You know what politics give. Not my word. You notice the name that when the man called a while ago? And I mentioned corruption. Not my word. Alright. And I mean say so.
I know the corruption. I know the I am a open. Let me tell you who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon, an open gay person. Yes, who know all of your secret, who know every single one of you, who mingle on that side of the fence and hypocritical in the party. I will blow you out. Go ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with.
Emotional damage.
So this man is an open gay person? Oh, wait a minute. What?
Corruption. I know that I am a open. Let me tell you who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon, an open gay person. Yes, who know all of your secret, who know every single one of you, who mingle on that side of the fence and hypocritical in the party. I will blow you out. Go ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with. Go and ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with.
So he's an open gay person, and he's telling him to ask Patrick Bailey who he's speaking with. Wow. What does that say about Patrick Bailey? Da da dee.
Go and ask Cliff Hughes who you're speaking with.
Oh, wait a minute. Not Big Mama. Oh my God. What? This is getting out of hand. So we got Andrew Holness, Patrick Bailey, Christopher Tufton, and now Cliff Hughes and Nigel Clark. Sheesh.
To the up in Cliff Hughes' house with the big parties on the New Year's Eve and see everybody who is there at the gay party them.
Whoa, wait, what? Cliff Hughes got what at his house at New Year's Day? Wait.
I will blow you out. Go ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with. Go and ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with. Go and ask Cliff Hughes who you're speaking with. I've been to the up in Cliff Hughes' house with the big parties on the New Year's Eve and see everybody who is there at the gay party them. Uno just a set of hypocrite and corruption. Not that I'm leading to say, I'm all for saying Jamaica have its right to stand and say no homosexual law is okay with it. But
my wisdom warriors, me just a reference.
People, I don't know these people business. Valerie Wagwan. I don't know nothing about these people, you know. So forgive me for my ignorance. So according to this man, Cliff Hughes is keeping these elaborate parties on New Year's Day for a certain group of individual of a certain sexual persuasion. Lord have mercy. Woo!
Embarrassing.
We need some milk.
Not my word. No, people. That goes into the actual topic that I am talking about. Because you see, the Samoa agreement is to aid those people and empower them. That is what the Samoa agreement is about, guys. Don't let nobody trick you. Go do your own research. And like I said, if they're going to be pushing this in our schools, right? And I'm going to go to the clip where that already has happened. And Christopher Tufton had to draw back to something. Alright? Let me show you what go on. Right?
President, because that him think, you know, initiatives, speech law and all these things. My viewers and subscribers,
check this out.
Take a look at this. Canada roll out $1 billion gender equality initiatives.
Uno na here. Diversity, inclusiveness, gender equality, all of these languages is in support of that agenda, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems we have, according to this gentleman on this clip, that we have members of the Jamaica Labour Party, right? Including, well, and you know what? You have members of the Jamaica Labour Party, according to the openly gay Dr. Jermaine, what's his name? According to him, you heard the names that he mentioned. It's not my word, you know, so I'm not afraid to repeat it. It's his word. We're playing the evidence. Right? So according to him, we have people in high places that have been to these elaborate gay parties by Cliff Hughes. Yes? And this is an allegation, by the way. So this is what the openly gay individual is saying. Now, who is going to come and refute this? The names that were mentioned, I would love to hear from them. Right? But it just seems fishy, pun intended, that Canada roll out billions of dollars for gender equality. If we should look at Canada, you know, ladies and gentlemen, and how they're operating in that space, you should understand what is coming to Jamaica. And I'm asking the Jamaican people, one, did you know this? Did you know this? And if you know this, are you in agreement with Jamaica moving away from the tenets of the Most High? Are you okay with Jamaica becoming Sodom and Gomorrah? Are you guys okay with that? In the name of inclusivity and gender equality, are you, the Jamaican people, okay with Andrew Holness and his government carrying us down the barrel of the pits of hell? Are you okay? It is God who will have to come and step in. But I really want to know from you guys if you guys are okay with that. Well, let's continue.
Canada is lending support to Jamaica in its push for gender equality with the launch of 2 new programs at a cost of 9.8 million Canadian dollars. This is the 5th of November 2022. You see, for all those who are chat off their mouth and I say, oh.
Alright, so you see when this money was given? 2022. Timeline is important, ladies and gentlemen. The Samoa agreement was signed December 14, 2023. And the Jamaica decides how to use funds from the Samoa agreement. So they're getting a lot of funding to push this thing, to push gender equality. Although they have said that it won't affect our laws, they're presently trying to change our constitution, and they're not being very clear about the changes that they're making in the constitution. As a matter of fact, the reason why I think they're not being clear is because they don't want to lose the election, because they know, if the Jamaican people know that this is the reality of the Samoa agreement, they will not be voting for the JLP. Well, a large majority of them will not anyway, because we're still primarily a Christian country to some extent. You know, people don't go to church as much, or we fall off in grace in terms of our connection with the Most High. But at its core, the Jamaican, you know, we are not into this type of thing right here. We're just not. It's not something that we're into. And let me just play another clip of this pastor right here.
I'm sorry, John.
Amon Chukwu.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Melissa McLeod.
It means I know God. Tonight I'm filled with righteous indignation for many reasons, but with only 3 minutes I can only share a little bit with you. To hear that a young girl was demonized because of her faith is a tragedy towards our republic. The truth is, there is an attack on Christianity in this culture.
Yeah.
If that young girl was a Muslim student, that wouldn't have happened. But because her parents have trained her up in the way that she should go, a teacher who claims to be atheist demeaned her for her belief system. And I want to tell you tonight that that is awful. It's the lowest of the lowest that we can ever imagine that we can go
JC
to.
and Patrick
You know,
Nora,
every time
big
when
up.
the Bible was permitted into the public school system. And how did our children perform then? How were the hearts of our children in society when the Bible was allowed to get into the school system? Well, we didn't have as many school shootings as we have now.
Facts.
Our children performed better.
Facts.
And we didn't have many of the tragic ideologies being pushed upon our children, like transgenderism.
Facts.
Grooming.
Guys, this is what is coming to Jamaica. They have already removed devotion from the schools. They are prepping us. They are slowly implementing their Samoa agreement. They have gotten billions and millions of dollars for it. They have sold out. This is why my title is, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his own soul? Andrew Holness, Kamina Johnson Smith, all of you in the Labour Party that is aware of this Samoa agreement, Terry Long, Wola Ono, you guys have sold your soul to the devil, and you're trying to bring our kids with you. The devil is a liar. My Jamaican people, share this live stream, and when I post this video separately, make it go viral. We're presenting the evidence.
Critical race theory and what this county calls racial consciousness. You know, our teachers were trained for 2 weeks on a pseudo format of critical race theory. Critical race theory will never solve racism because critical race theory is racism.
Man, this pastor is powerful. He's going to go into another topic, but I'm showing you the removal of the Bible, the removal of devotion, the removal of parents being able to punish their children when they're wrong, right? All of those things are a part of the alignment of this agenda. All of it, ladies and gentlemen. But let's continue more in out of the press video.
Andrew Holness not this, Andrew Holness not do that. A PNP. Look good on the picture, yeah. Babs the Grange is there. Juliet Cockburn fling. Wanna see? Wanna see? They collect $1.1 billion. Them collect my wisdom warriors $1.1 billion.
Item from the Hold on. I need to get to the news report.
Newsroom in collaboration with the free.
Hold on.
Change, emphasize. Them go on like them truthful, but nothing about them not truthful. I used to show them not have the knowledge my kiss pokey and then come out and act intelligent. Dunce back them. You know hear me? They don't have common sense. Dunce back. My wisdom warriors taking this.
The following is a special news item from the TBC newsroom.
Alright, so this is the Freedom Come TV on YouTube and the TBC radio on Facebook. This clip that they're about to play is from them. I want you guys to listen very, very attentively to this, and I want you guys to share. As a matter of fact, are you guys hearing me clearly? Guys, keep active in the chat for me, because on my end sometimes I have to be checking if the internet is giving problem, you know. So let me know if you guys are hearing me in the chat, alright, please.
In collaboration with the Freedom Come Reign newspaper. Canadian funded project promoting LGBTQI agenda targeting Jamaican teens. A Canadian funded project currently underway to teach children about so-called sexual and reproductive health rights has sparked the concern of Christians locally.
And my viewers and subscribers, bear in mind this is from 2022.
All right.
This is from 2022. Bear in mind, yeah? The whole thing, the whole plan with them, the plans them with them of Canada and Jamaica. This is from 2022.
Yeah,
Taking more.
Advocacy officer at the Jamaica Coalition for a Healthy Society, Philippa Davies, is amongst those who have accused the Jamaican government of exposing the nation's children to perverse ideas in exchange for money from the secular North American country. The Jamaican
So people, they are coming after the kids, because we done grow up already, you know. We done learn our culture, you know. Our Christian parents, them taught us well, you know. You understand? Taught us in the way of the Lord. So we have certain levels of principle that we live by. So the enemy, the devil, the beast system, in its infinite wickedness, understands that for them to achieve the goals that they want to achieve, which is the total destruction of mankind, because this is the devil's ultimate plan. The agents of the devil, like the ministers of government that is a part of this plan, whether they understand this or not, it is true. The ultimate plan of the devil is to eliminate mankind and for us to lose our souls. Right? What did the Almighty say for us to do? We should go forth and do what? Multiply. Find a woman and what? Make her your wife. It never said find a man. It never tell the man to find a man, a dog, a cat, a binary or a non-binary. It said find a woman. The one that God made naturally? Yes, naturally. Natural, anything in nature, natural is connected to God. God is nature and amongst other things. Right? So that connectivity is what the devil wants to sever. He wants to surgically remove our connectivity to the Most High. And these international bilateral agreements is a straight plan from the devil to sever that tie. That is what you're witnessing, ladies and gentlemen. But let's continue.
Government had received $1.1 billion in November 2022 to finance two projects, one of which is to advance sexual and reproductive health and human rights in Jamaica. A little over half of the funding was allocated to implement the Strengthening Access, Inclusion, and Leadership for Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights in Jamaica, SAIL SRHR project, over a 5-year period from 2022 to 2027. The project is targeted primarily at adolescents.
Primarily at adolescents. That means the younger folks.
Wanna hear that, Jamaica? I wonder if our parents know and understand when they talk about reproductive system. That means say this transgender, Lord Jesus, I don't even want to get into it. But to know this transmission, changes of the body and all these things, my wisdom warriors. Want to see what Andrew Holness is doing? And he already collect the money and he signed the Samoa agreement. So what do you think I got happen? This is why I want to see him equip and tighten the security forces. Because he knows say one day the Jamaican people not going to have it and them are going to ball out. But this is the time when we're ready for ball out, it's going to be too late. Only God alone can help us. Only God alone can help us. But anyway, hear more.
What do we understand the term sexual and reproductive health and rights to mean? It means abortion. It means advocating and teaching LGBT ideology in schools. It means confusing children as to what their real human identity is. It means saying to children that sexual feelings ranks higher than what biology and anatomy says.
That was advocacy officer at the Jamaica Coalition for a Healthy Society, Philippa Davies. The High Commission of Canada in Jamaica has made it clear that its team is committed to advancing the rights of the LGBTI community in Jamaica. One of the organizations that is carrying out the project is the Caribbean Vulnerable Communities, CVC, whose executive director, Ivan Cruikshank, is also the chairperson for the board of directors for J-Flag, a homosexual lobby group that advocates for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender LGBT people in Jamaica. The CVC was the organization that funded Jamaicans for Justice in efforts to introduce unauthorized sex education material in 6 privately run children's homes in 2014. The content prompted public outcry and condemnation from several groups in the island, as it was deemed to promote the gay agenda and material not fit for children. The scandal resulted in investigations being launched by several state agencies, including the Police High Command, and the resignation of former Executive Director Dr. Carlin Gomes from the Jamaicans for Justice Board. Davies said the ideologies that influences Canadian laws and policies are not hidden.
The people of Jamaica should feel betrayed and angry that their government is forming partnership with a country whose public policies regarding sex and sexuality are clearly diabolical. This government is putting the health and human flourishing of future generations of Jamaican citizens on the auction block in exchange for Canadian dollars.
I could have said it and articulated it any better than what she just said. I have to play that back. We should feel betrayed. Listen to this.
That funded Jamaicans for Justice in efforts to introduce unauthorized sex education material in 6 privately run children's homes in 2014. The content prompted public outcry and condemnation from several groups in the island, as it was deemed to promote the gay agenda and material not fit for children. The scandal resulted in investigations being launched by several state agencies, including the Police High Command, and the resignation of former Executive Director Dr. Carlin Gomes from the Jamaicans for Justice Board. Davies said the ideologies that influences Canadian laws and policies are not hidden.
The people of Jamaica should feel betrayed and angry that their government is forming partnership with a country whose public policies regarding sex and sexuality are clearly diabolical. This government is putting the health and human flourishing of future generations of Jamaican citizens on the auction block in exchange for Canadian dollars. Just look at Canadian law and policy to see where Jamaica is likely to end up if we continue along this path. Nihilism, sexual anarchy, abortion on demand, and euthanasia. This is what? This is about fundamental freedoms being suppressed in order to advance deviance and gender confusion.
Several of the adolescents who benefited from a recent CVC training session gave a verbal commitment to share with their peers the teachings from the project. Davies noted that in Canada, some parents are choosing to send their children to private schools to shield them from the illogical ideologies being promoted in that country to confuse children.
Now, how much of you guys can send your kids to private schools? And how much of you guys can afford to take the time out to homeschool your children, to have them escape this system that they are willing to put in play here in Jamaica? You see, these communities are not okay with staying within themselves and having people that are feeling the way how they're feeling naturally come to them and be a part of their community. They are willing to engineer in the minds of people their ideologies so they can have more of them. And I dare say they don't want to have the right to do that because they are not procreating and having children. It is the means of being a heterosexual why there's even children. And there's no other way but that way. Whether you want to separate the ovaries and the sperm from someone's body, it takes the male and the female reproductive system to bring forth life. And that's a biological fact. That should not offend anybody because it's a biological truth. You need the ovary of a woman and the spermatode of a man to bring forth life in this earth. Human life. Hello? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen?
Emotional damage.
So, you want to take the heterosexuals' kids and indoctrinate them in unheterosexual practices? The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar.
It is unconscionable that these persons insist that their beliefs be tied to aid in other countries. And it is tragic that our government ministers would not inform themselves or blind themselves to what is happening into Canada. And for the love of money,
this is the part. Say it,
want
sister.
to bring into Jamaican space, Jamaican school, Jamaican communities, this kind of illogical ideology that is wreaking havoc in the Canadian society.
So, this ideology is not only wreaking havoc in the Canadian society, it's also wreaking havoc in the American society. Let me give you another example, and let me play this clip again. This is the truth.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church. It's working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and block this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can the nation do?
And this is one of the main reasons why Jamaica is coming under judgment. This rock we're on is very special to the Most High. This video says, it's the first time I'm even listening to this video. I'm just being moved and guided, and I'm just working with it. Listen to this.
We've got Chloe Cole here. When she was 15 years old at Kaiser Permanente in California.
I watched you speak.
She received a double mastectomy. She was put on testosterone at what age?
I was 13.
Right. Do you think a 13-year-old can consent to going on opposite sex hormones which don't belong in her body? So nothing to say, right? Just mantras, trans rights or human rights, but never, ever can anyone have a conversation.
You can listen to my speech there.
Oh, okay. What kind of child can possibly understand what they're signing up for? Do you think that's something a child can understand? I'm going to take that as a no.
I understood it as a child.
Yeah? Do you care at all about the kids who've been harmed and have deep regrets about it? Or do you only care about transitioning kids?
I care about you. I care about your decision. That was your decision to make. And I am proud of you for recognizing that that was not the right puberty for you to go through. But why do you trust kids who try to transition and recognize that is the wrong puberty for them, but not kids who are going through the wrong puberty and recognize that that is not the right puberty for them?
There's no such thing as the wrong puberty.
Yes,
there really isn't. No, there isn't. in order to mature and become an adult. No, it's not a choice. You cannot stop nature. And if you try, there will be consequences. And there have been. I've been on the treatments, and you might have heard that they're reversible, but they're not. To this day, I experience pains in my joints, and I get shooting pains in my back. And they're so painful that for a moment, they will paralyze me.
I am proud of anyone who...
Yeah. Alright, so that was going a bit too fast. Let me just slow it down, because some of the points that are being made here are key. And I know my ears is good, and I can listen, but for your listening purposes, let's go back. Let's go back. This young lady, what's her name? Cole wanted to be a man. Did a double vasectomy, took out, cut off her breasts. Alright, not this one, the other one that's talking with her. So she knows about the process of transitioning. She's been through it. But she's now detransitioning, and she's an advocate for kids not being pushed this ideology, because it has damaged her psychologically and otherwise. My Jamaican people, the reason why I'm showing you this is because what the Jamaican government has done is taken on this direction for the Jamaican people. And I'm saying we have seen the pros and the cons of this, and there are some horrific stories. Why in the world would these guys even think about bringing this to Jamaica when we see the damage that it has done to other people in other countries? Isn't the wise thing to do is to learn from the mistake of other people? Why are we actively going on a 20-year plan on the road, the broad road to hell, in an attack on our kids in school with the Samoa agreement and all of these different sexual agendas and doctrines to push on our kids? Andrew Holness and his government is a wicked government. As a matter of fact, I want to know from the PMP their stance, if any, if they are against the Samoa agreement, or if they are okay with it. Because we can't have prayer breakfast talking about God Almighty and in the same vein going against God Almighty. Right? We cannot be doing that as leadership of the country. So I need to know the stance of every single political leader when it comes on to the Samoa agreement. UIC, PMP, we don't know the JLP stance already. Any independent candidate that is coming forward saying they want to serve Jamaica, we need to know your stance on the Samoa agreement. This is a clear attack on our kids. Let's listen.
We've got Chloe Cole here. When she was 15 years old at Kaiser Permanente in California,
I watched you speak.
she received a double mastectomy. She was put on testosterone at what age?
I was 13.
Right. Do you think a 13-year-old can consent to going on opposite sex hormones which don't belong in her body? So nothing to say, right? Just mantras, trans rights or human rights, but never, ever can anyone have a conversation.
You can listen to my speech there.
Oh, okay. What kind of child can possibly understand what they're signing up for? Do you think that's something a child can understand?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
I'm going to take that as a no.
I understood it as a child.
Yeah? Do you care at all about the kids who've been harmed and have deep regrets about it? Or do you only care about transitioning kids?
I care about you. I care about your decision. That was your decision to make. And I am proud of you for recognizing that that was not the right puberty for you to go through. But why do you trust kids who try to transition and recognize that is the wrong puberty for them, but not kids who are going through the wrong puberty and recognize that that is not the right puberty for them?
No, for the people that is listening, do you understand what the hell she just said? Because that is how complex this transitioning thing is. Listen to this again.
I'm proud of you for recognizing that that was not the right puberty for you to go through. But why do you trust kids who try to transition and recognize that is the wrong puberty for them, but not kids who are going through the wrong puberty and recognize that that is not the right puberty for them?
There's no such thing as the wrong puberty.
Yes,
there really isn't. No, there isn't. In order to mature and become an adult, no, it's not a choice. You cannot stop nature, and if you try, there will be consequences. And there have been. I've been on these treatments, and you might have heard that they are reversible, but they're not. To this day, I experience pains in my joints, and I get shooting pains in my back, and they're so painful that for a moment they will paralyze me.
I am proud of anyone who.
Do you guys hear that? The treatment that she got to transition are so painful that they can paralyze her. Why in the world would we want our kids to go through this unnecessarily? God made us the way he made us. Why in the entire world would a government sign off on something like this? This is straight from the pits of hell. I'm telling you. Straight from the pits of hell. My good. She's telling you about her own experience, you know, guys. Right? Chloe, you know. She's one of many examples. Just one of many. She's brave enough to come forward. Right? God bless her and her family.
Who recognizes this is not actually how I identify. And that is okay.
Well, what about the harm that's done to all these kids? What are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about all the harm coming to tens of thousands of children who are going to experience deep regrets? Do you care about that harm just because some people like you will say that they're happier for transitioning?
3% of all trans people.
There's no data on this.
Yes,
there have been no studies. The only studies that have been done are from self-selected participants. And it doesn't take into account that for most of these kids, the regret rate takes years to kick in because they're chasing this dream that, I've gone on puberty block.
By the time these children realize what they've done to themselves, it's already too late. And it's irreversible. Also, what is going on is that, listen, man, this thing is so deep, bro. This thing is so deep. Some of these kids have suicidal thoughts at some point, bro. This is evil and it's wicked. God made us perfect as we are. And there are activists as young as, look at this young individual. They have manufactured activists to encourage other children. No, it's okay. You know, I did it. You should do it too. This is what is coming to Jamaica. Guys, again, look at the birth rate in Jamaica. It's going down. What is the birth rate in Jamaica? Right? So I want you guys to try and do the math. In the next 20 years, if this is implemented, ladies and gentlemen, right? If this is implemented, the birth rate is 1.34 births per woman in 2022. 2023, 2024, it's going all the way down. Look at this. Jamaica birth rate continues dramatic fall as population ages. This was this year, May 9th. Kingston, Jamaica continues to face a low birth birth rate problem, with the total number of live births in Jamaica declining sharply over the last 20 years. So imagine it declining already over the last 20 years. What do you think is going to happen over the next 20 years when they implement the Samoa agreement in full? When they start encouraging kids, no, you should transition and have double vasectomies, cut off your penis, cut off your breast, take out your womb. This is one of the things that Trump is fighting against in America as soon as he gets into office. A lot of people are going to go to prison. Alright? And we have Jamaica. This is why I told people. Andrew Holness' agenda is aligned with Kamala Harris's agenda, which is aligned with the beast. And people is like, no, but Trump is this. Guys, stop thinking with your emotions. Look at the facts. Look at the facts. Trump is about to tear down the entire, I'm talking about all of that foolishness that they was doing. He about to tear it down. Andrew Holness has aligned himself with the people to build it up back in Jamaica. Well, build it in Jamaica for us to experience all the trauma as families. It's not just the individuals that are going to go through it. The families, the fathers, the mothers, the uncles, the aunts, seeing their children suffer because of these decisions that they're pushing on them to convince them that they need to do this and do that to their bodies. The devil is a liar. I take comfort in the fact that it is prophesied that this will not take root in Jamaica. But I still have to warn you guys for you to understand what we're dealing with. And so you can join the fight spiritually in fasting and prayer, right? For us to block under God, remove these evil, wicked people from leadership. In 2021, there was 31,276 live births compared to 2010. 40,000, and 2020 was 56,000. Wow. So it's almost declining 10,000 every 10 years. 56. Wow, that's more than 10,000. On an average of 10,000 plus, live births are decreasing every single 10 years. The information is contained in Jamaica Public Health, and you know what? They have not done a consensus yet, so it might be even worse. The Jamaican government has not completed the consensus. After how long? Anyway, and with all the migration and everything, a lot of people is coming back to Jamaica because Trump said, hey, if you ain't legal, you got to go. Anyway, to Parliament this week. It is compiled by National Epidemiology branch of the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Overall, Jamaica's crude birth rate, which is number of annual births per 1,000 population, declined by 10.2%. Damn. From 21.7% per 1,000 population in 2000 to now 11.4 in 2022, and we don't even know where it's at in 2024 because again, they need to do a consensus. Amazing Grace, how you doing? Odine, how you doing? I see y'all in the chat. Salute to y'all. Yeah, you gotta homeschool y'all kids, man. Y'all gotta homeschool y'all kids. I'm telling you, you gotta homeschool y'all kids. But let's continue.
For the announcement of the $1.1 billion funding from Canada was Jamaica's Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, Olivia Grange, and then State Minister in that office, Orlando Terrelong. Also present were Gillette Cuthbert Flynn, who at the time was the State Minister in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and Casey Akar, Chief Executive Officer of the National Parenting Support Commission, who represented the Ministry of Education and Youth at the launch. Davies stated that the focus on sexual and reproductive health rights is part of efforts to undermine and remove parental rights and files.
Now, this is that part is the darkest part of the Samoa agreement. And let me tell you why. There is, let me see if I can find it. Let me play this in the meantime.
Walkers, that didn't make me happy.
Dream?
Can I finish?
You think you standing here and telling me that I don't deserve to live? That I don't deserve to live authentically and to live how I want to live. You think that is a dream? You think that
Here's what I think is happening to trans kids.
I don't need to talk to you anymore.
I think you've fallen for a lie that if you transition, it's going to make you happier. Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
You see, when they can't handle the facts, they go to an emotional response. Because at no point in time did this man say that they don't deserve to live. Are you pushing for other people to make the same choice that you made? Live your truth or live your life the way how you want to live it. Right? How about go have some kids of your own and teach them your ideology? How about that? Leave the other kids alone. The kids that you didn't have, leave them alone. Dennis Wright, how you doing? Anne-Marie, salute to you. Please share the live, guys. Thank you so much.
It's happening to trans kids.
I don't need to talk to you anymore.
I think you've fallen for a lie that if you transition, it's going to make you happier. Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Protect kids from hate.
You hear that?
How are you?
Protection.
What are we protesting here today?
The fact that they're bringing Leadership Institute here,
Lies.
which is founded by a hate group, Moms for Liberty.
Oh, yeah?
We're concerned about a conflict
You're
of
not allowed to
interest.
stand in the street. The police
Bridget
just
Ziegler.
told us you're not allowed to stand in the street.
I'm quite comfortable, thank you.
Who are you with?
Yeah. Oh, I'm speaking here today.
Oh, what's your name?
Yeah, my name's Billboard Chris.
Oh, hi, Billboard Chris.
Yeah, how are
I'm not
you?
going to really chat with you, okay?
Oh, why not? Why not?
Oh, he's very, I guess he's very famous. So they are part of the agenda of the devil, so they don't want to talk to him. Wow. Anyway, so there's an act. I forgot what his name. The pedophile, is it the pedophile act? Oh man. Let me see if I can find it like that. Hopefully it comes up. Virginia congressional candidate wants to make incest legal. This was 6 years ago. My goodness. Wow.
I want to warn you about this next story because a Northern Virginia candidate running for Congress has some shocking, dangerous, and downright disturbing views about children and women. Nathan Larson is an accountant who lives in Fauquier County.
This is hard to read
Stacey
and certainly
Ann,
hard
what's
to
up?
hear. He admittedly thinks it's okay for adults to have sex with children. He even wants to make it legal.
Emotional damage.
This was 6 years ago, guys. This was 6 years ago. There are thousands of people that is going to Congress with a bill to make this, what he just said, possible. They want to make it legal for them to sleep with children. This is also a part of the Samoa Agreement. Right? It falls under inclusivity, diversity, and equity and all of that and all of those mumbo jumbo words they put together. Right? How far is too far? They have no limit. The devil has no limit. So are you, the citizens of Jamaica, going to sit back and have them quietly change the Constitution to fit this, allegedly? Right? Because the Constitution is standing in their way like a man. Why is that? I learned something recently. The Buggery Law is tied to the Constitution of Jamaica. They cannot remove the Buggery Law without changing the Constitution.
Emotional damage.
Shout out to the pastor on TBC Radio, Freedom Come TV. According to reports, they cannot remove the Buggery Law without changing the Constitution of Jamaica. Why do you think Marlon Malahoo Fort and Andrew Holness is actively trying to reform the Constitution? Why don't we know this? Because we don't read. I want any one of you guys to ask Isaac Buchanan on his platform if that's not the truth. Anytime you go over to Isaac, ask him if the Buggery Law is tied to the Constitution. They cannot remove the Buggery Law, guys. They can't remove it. The Constitution of Jamaica is a problem for this agenda. And this is why they want to fast track changing it. And this is why they are being so sneaky with Mark Gordon and his team. They're not showing them these things. They're doing it behind the scenes and then, yeah, you know, just sign this. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. I want you guys to go do your research. Don't believe anything I'm saying in this video. This is for entertainment purposes. I'm just talking ish.
He admittedly thinks it's okay for adults to have sex with children. He even wants to make it legal. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Peggy Fox is in Catlett, Virginia tonight, and she spoke to him.
Normally, we don't give people with abhorrent beliefs a platform in which to share those ideas. But this man is running for Congress, and as much as I personally hate to put...
You hear that? He's identified as a little person. Right? That means I'm not really an 87-year-old man. I'm not really an 87-year-old woman. I'm a little person. So through that, this self-identification that they're going to make legal, now the optics of it is a little person is having sexual intercourse with a little person. You get it? You get it? The child is the little person. Now you've become a little person. Now we can all be little people together, procreating or practicing whatever type of sexual practices. This is what the Samoa Agreement is about. It's a part of it. Let them come and say we lying. Let them come and show the agreement and the details of it. The fine print. I bet you they never will. I bet you any money they never will. What they will do is try and shadow ban my page. Try and slow down my numbers so a lot of people don't see the video. This is why it's important that you guys make these types of videos go viral. Don't just share this with your family members. Share it and let them know you have to watch the entire thing. This is deep.
Put this man on TV. We believe it's important for people to know why he's running for Congress. Nathan Larson told me he wants to, quote, restore liberty and make incest legal.
What about sexual relations with your own children?
Like, I would favor, like, legalizing incest.
Why is that?
Just because personal freedom.
What about
Yo, you see, anytime you hear the government say personal freedom, run. When you hear them mention those two words, run. Get your holy water, right? Rebuke them in the name and the blood of Jesus. The devil is a liar. When they hear certain terminologies like, yo, you know all the terminologies, man. You guys should be aware of the terminologies of these people by now. Right? Inclusivity, diversity, personal freedoms. All of these language changes. Talking about I identify as her, it, and when. Listen, man. Hey, yo, listen. I'm just not the one, bruh. I can't edit. I can't do it, bruh. This is not hate. This is love. Alright? I'm trying to warn you. Don't go on a pathway to hell. This is a certified pathway to hell. And that's out of love, I'm telling you that.
the children's rights? Wouldn't that be rape to have sex with a child?
Yo, this dude looked in the sky and thought about it. This is somebody that's running for Congress, yo. 6 years ago. Can you imagine the people that are in power in Jamaica that they're putting in power? What they think? What they think they should be able to do? Didn't Everett Warmington have a allegation on him by Andre Stevens? Just to name one. Terry Long name is called up. I don't know nothing about these people. You heard Cliff Hughes' name called up in the video earlier, which I'm going to play back again before I close this reaction. Just to put the cherry on top to show you the broader picture of what the hell is going on.
Well, like with girls, I mean, I just believe that it should be for fathers to make those decisions.
And you don't find anything wrong with that?
I mean, it's not for me to intrude on another family and tell them what they should do.
Wouldn't that be really dangerous for children?
I don't.
We have a man that is going into Congress talking about it's not for him to intrude on a family and what they to do. So let's go down this rabbit hole, right? Let's go down this rabbit hole. So you telling me it should be okay for family to decide what type of thing they're gonna do, even if it goes against the law. Because what if in a family having human sacrifices is one of the, in their own family, is one of their religious beliefs then, or whatever. Although the law says thou shalt not unalive, because that is their personal choice, should not be. You see where I'm going with this? It's very elusive language that they don't pretty much stand on nothing. They don't stand on nothing. This is the broad road to sin and hell. They just want to sin. I mean, I'm talking about the highest level of sin. Just no boundary. These are the people that are making laws. They are not connected to God in no way, shape, or form.
I don't see how we know that. Like,
Children are human beings, they're not property. What about their protection?
the law doesn't treat them as having the full rights of adults.
Nathan Larson also.
You hear what he just said? He said the law does not treat children of having the full rights of adults. I'm done, bro. I am done. I can't even stand looking at this dude no more. I want to punch my screen, goddammit. Ain't no way. Now, I played this before, but I don't know if I want to go back to it. I believe it's let me see. Kamala Harris, Vice President running mate. I don't remember his name. I don't remember. Tim Walz. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to Google something. Tim Walz has gone above and beyond when it comes on to the Samoa agreement and how far they will go. Tim Walz bill passed. Let's just look at this real quick. I look at Tim Walz's progressive policies. Woo! Lord have mercy. Tim Walz, the bill that he passed, you guys can go look it up. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, if a child comes to his parent and says, listen, I feel like I'm a giraffe, and here we go. Oh well, I don't want this big ass, long ass video.
Good morning, everyone. It is a good morning. Pretty clear message today. Freedom is on the march in Minnesota. Decency is on the march in Minnesota. Compassion is on the march in Minnesota. As I said in my State of the State address last week, it was very clear. Hatred and bigotry, too, are on the march. But we made very clear, and this wall standing behind me makes it very clear, that march of bigotry and hate stops at Minnesota's borders. And I want to give an incredible thank you, as I also said in that address, a thank you to the legislators who are here in the Capitol making things happen, to the advocates who every single day are out there making a case that everyone belongs in this state, to the folks that show up not just on election day or not just when the cameras are around, but every single day to tell a story of an inclusive Minnesota that makes all of us stronger. And look, I don't know how hard this concept is to understand. When someone else is given basic rights, others don't lose theirs.
That's a lie. That's a damn lie. That is a damn lie. That is a lie from the pits of hell. That's a lie from the pits of hell. I can give you a clear example how those laws that they implement for these specific groups of people from that community, how it impedes on our rights. One, our freedom of speech. Our disdain, our people's disdain for their lifestyle. And people should have the right to disdain their lifestyle because they have their own beliefs. So one loses and the other one wins. So that's a damn lie. That's easily debunked. So guys, you guys can go look up Tim Walz. This man is the devil, or an agent of the devil, a very high-ranking agent of the devil. Like I said, in his Minnesota, right? A child can go to their mom and say, I feel like a giraffe. And mom said, no, you're a girl. And they say, okay, no, but I am a giraffe, mom. Somebody at school convinced that child she was a giraffe. This is just an example, right? And you can go look this up on Everything I Love. That child now goes back and goes to a judge and says, I am a giraffe, but my mom is saying that I am not a giraffe. What happens is that child is given the legal right to go do surgery to transition into a giraffe. I kid you not. They are taking away the parents' rights. Can you imagine? These people that don't want to be heterosexuals cannot. I'm talking about the ones that are either straight. I should say straight. I'm talking about the ones that don't deal with men any. They just deal with the same sex. They cannot have kids, but they want to take our kids and make them into products of them under the guise of inclusivity, diversity, and inclusive. Bruh, you cannot make this up. You can't. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. And they label things as hate speech when you speak the truth. The truth cannot be an offense. It cannot be an offense. So there's going to become a time when people in our society who choose to, toe the line, call it down the middle, and not stand on anything, you have to answer to God. All of you. Every last one of you, including me. You got to answer to God. And say what you want now in your groups, and you feel and we're power and all of this. You're going to see who has the real power. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. Alright? Talking about hate. Well, tell you what. I can tell you this. God don't love what y'all doing. As a matter of fact, God hates the practices that you guys are following. But God still loves you. God still loves you, but he hates the things that you are engaging in. That is the fundamental thing about all of this. No people that really love God hate anybody. So when they use this thing about hate, no. We love you. We don't want to see you go to hell or you carry anybody else with you. So we're going to correct you and tell you, sir, ma'am, you are wrong. This is not the way. Right? And it's the same thing with Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness and your government, this is not the way. If Kamala Harris had won the election, I'm telling you, boy, y'all just don't know how much this would be fast-tracked in Jamaica. Y'all just don't know. Y'all didn't know, man. Listen, God is good, man. God has given us some time to prepare for his coming. That is very soon. Alright? Because the devil, prophecy has to be fulfilled, and the devil has his work to do. And this is just a part of the devil's work that they're doing. But the devil is trying to move a little bit too fast, and God is like, nah, I run things. Hold up. Let me get Trump. Trump is like, yo, we're going to stop all of this foolishness in America. We're going to ban all of that stuff. You know the kind of dent that Trump being the president put in the devil's plan? Y'all just looking at one aspect. God agenda is God agenda. I keep telling y'all. Try to pray and fast and find out what is God's agenda. Ask God to reveal his agenda to you. God, show me what is going on. Enlighten me, Lord. Alright? So you can stay in tune. But in Minnesota, that child can go to a judge and the parent can't do nothing about it. I'm talking about that parent could be locked up if they even try. Under the law. The same parent that carried that baby for 9 months, fed that baby, changed that baby's SHIT, clean them up, has no right to tell the child, hello, I am the parent. Do you guys know that these guys are literally breaking the covenant between God and the family? They're literally disrespecting the covenant between God and the family. Why do I say that? Well, if you read the Bible, it says a father should teach his children the way, and his family in his household in the way of the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at on your screen, this is not the way of the Lord. Point blank, period. Sodom and Gomorrah is a perfect example of that. These are facts. This is not hate. Alright? And this is why the pastor said this. Where's the pastor? Where the pastor at? Did I lose the pastor? Wait a minute. I did. Did I lose him? I lost him? Oh yeah, I think I lost him. Let me find him back. Let me find him back. Let me see if I can find back the pastor. This is why the pastor said this. Man, these ads be messing up my transition, bro.
The Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church. It's working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and madness. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Loose the church, loose the church, loose the church, loose the church, loose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can the nation do?
If the foundation be destroyed, what can the nation do?
So if you move,
Lord have mercy.
Like I said, I know what Holness is. Elevate myself and move. Clicking, and you doing your investigation, you summarize my phone.
I told him some colorful Jamaican words and told him to get there off the phone. So after that other took place, this is what transpired.
Dr. Clark, why are you calling up my phone? You have crossed the line, Dr. Clark. And you think I'm stupid. Okay, I will put it out to the public and make the public be a judge. I'm here speaking. I put out an article and you call me, tell me that the article is liable. And I'm explaining to you where it's factual and so on and so forth. We're going. Now you gone and you clicking and you doing your investigation, you summarize. You're asking, oh, are you the doctor? You're a pastor? You're at Universal Life Church? Can you go on video call and call? Who you think you're talking to, Dr. Nigel Clark? These things, you are a corrupted man. I know, as I said, I'm Jamaican. In the ghetto, I'm born and grow. I elevate myself and move out of the country. And I'm going to put this out for the public to know. Everything that you've been talking about has been recorded. Let me just let you know that. And it will be out. You're rude and it just proves how nasty and corrupt. Why the hell you need to see me on a video call? Why the hell is it important to know if I know who Andrew Holness is? Ask Patrick Bailey, who is Dr. Jeremy Gordon. I'm a very close friend of Patrick Bailey. And I will put in out the article, this recording, so don't think I'm scared. So send your goons. You're rude.
Yo, sir.
Have yourself a good night, sir.
Yo, sir. Sir?
I'm here.
Sir? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello? Hold up, sir. You seem to be convinced of a particular point of view. I was simply having a conversation with you.
As I said, I know what politics give.
No,
I know what politics give. I know the corruption. I know that I am an open. Let me tell you who is Dr. Jeremy Gordon, an open gay person. Yes, who know all of your secret, who know every single one of you, who mingle on that side of the fence and hypocritical in the party. I will blow you out. Go ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with. Go and ask Patrick Bailey who you're speaking with. Go and ask Cliff Hughes who you're speaking with. I've been to the up in Cliff Hughes' house with the big parties on the New Year's Eve and see everybody who is there at the gay party them. You just a set of hypocrite and corruption. Not that I'm leading to say, I'm all for saying Jamaica have its right to stand and say no homosexual law is okay with it. But
my wisdom warriors, me just a refresh on a memory. I may have whole heap of things, you know.
Did you know?
So that is one of them when we definitely had to refresh on the memory going out on. A lot of people name was called, ladies and gentlemen. This video right here, the last days, equality versus equity. Very interesting. But I want to play this again for you guys. This is what we're up against that is coming to Jamaica. It's already here. It's already here. It's not just coming to Jamaica. The program that was caught in Jamaica, that Christopher Tufton had to suspend, was some sexual education on an app, right? That was inappropriate for children. And yeah, like I said, this is the same thing that this pastor right here is speaking about.
Did you know?
The only thing is that it's not an app in this case, it's a book in this case. But they're doing everything digitally now. So you see these tablets and all of these things that the government want to give our children. Yeah, it's a means and a ways for them to push the devil's agenda through as well. Very unfortunate that we can't trust them, in my opinion, to the point where we can't even accept a simple tablet from them. Who knows what they did with the technology to push certain, alleged things through that medium to our kids. But let's listen again to this to close this reaction right here.
I'm here today to talk about this book here. My name is John Amanchukwu, as I've stated earlier. It's called It's Perfectly Normal for Students 10 and Up. This book details all kinds of sexual images, pictures of elderly people nude, pictures of an individual who's in a wheelchair with his penis out. All of these sexual pornographic images are made available and placed at the fingertips of children. And I'm sure, Dr. Cruz, I don't know if you knew about this before you signed on, but hopefully this is something that you can address and deal with, because this is immoral and asinine to allow children to be able to see this. Also, this book even shows images of two women having sex, a man and a woman having sex, and two men having sex. That's not perfectly normal. Who decides what's normal? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Or do parents decide what should be placed at the fingertips and allowed to be taught to their children in this school system? I'll read some of this for you. It says, after a bit, a person's vagina becomes moist and slippery, and the clitoris becomes hard. After a bit, a person's penis becomes erect, stiff, and larger.
Pastor.
Sometimes a bit of clear fluid that may contain a few sperm comes out of the tip of the penis and makes it wet.
Can we, sir, I'm sorry.
Was it something I said? Was it something I said? If you don't want to hear it in a school board meeting, why should children be able to check it out of the school system? See, we have perverts that are perverting our kids. And you all sit back smug in your chairs and celebrate diversity, equity, and inclusion, but you don't want me to read it so you can hear it. Why? Does it bother you? Yes or no? You can't answer that question. You want to know why? Because politically speaking, you can't say that it's wrong. You probably are a Christian man, but many Christians today have become more Democrat than Christian. Some Republicans have become more Republican than Christian. I'm not trying to win an election. I don't get my talking points from the RNC or the DNC. I get my talking points from the Bible, from the Bible. And you don't want me to read the filth because it exposes the truth. How dare you tell me to stop reading it? If you don't want to hear it, why should the children have to see it?
Pastor, your time is up. Thank you.
That makes two of us. I'm here today to talk.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. DIE. Hey, yo, I'm going to say that again. Diversity, inclusion, and equity. D, diversity. I, inclusivity. And E, equity. Bruh. Man, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Man, listen. You cannot make this up, man. Oh, my goodness. D, diversity. I, inclusivity. And E, equity. What does that spell, y'all? What does that spell? Where my bright people at? What does that spell? Talk to me in the chat. D is for diversity. I is for inclusivity. And E is for equity. These are some of the foundations that they are building on to spread this filth to our children. Right? Yeah. D-I-E. That's what it spells. D-I-E. People. Nah. Alexandra Whittingham. I'm glad you tried, but how you got that wrong? How you got that wrong? Anybody want to call in? This is the perfect time. I have made my point. The Jamaica Labour Party has signed over our country and our children, and they're sold over to the devil with the Samoa agreement and what will follow from that agreement moving forward in the next 20 years. Our birth rate has declined dramatically since 2020, since 2000. Andrea, how you doing? Our birth rate has declined dramatically, right? Do you guys see my message in the chat? I put a message in the chat a while ago. How I ain't see it? I don't see it on my phone. What the hell's going on? I'll put the answer. It's D-I-E. Diversity. Diversity, inclusion, and equity. Or equality, whatever they want to call. They want to say. It's D-I-E. But I am putting that message in the chat and I can't see it. That is weird. That is very, very weird. Why am I not seeing my own thing? Why am I not seeing Bolo V&R? Are you guys seeing it? Let me see something. Let me see something. So, did I block myself? That's wild. I need to figure that out. But anyway, anybody want to call in? The number is 1-876 4516535. I might just call some people. Guys, remember, the Cash App is available for those that want to support the platform in that manner. The Cash App is $DH7220. The PayPal is BOLO876J. You know what I'm saying? That's an option. I don't have super chats. I am monetized. Oh, and guys, can you hit the like button going through the door? Hit the like button going through the door, man. Damn. Hit the like button, man. I don't know why. It's either you guys are hitting the like button and it's not registering, or y'all just don't like hitting the like button. I don't understand it. I really don't. I really don't understand it. The like button is free. But I don't even have 100 likes and I got over 100 people watching me throughout this entire live stream. Make that make sense. Is it so many people that hate this platform watching me right now? Well, let me tell y'all something. Your Jamaica Labour Party government has signed the soul of this country over to the devil. Sassy 81, I know you did. Stop playing. I did. Oh, one of the things I want to tell my moderators, man. All I want you guys to do is to encourage people to hit the like button when you guys are watching. And the other thing is, greet everybody. Say hi. Say good evening. You know, text them. If you have the opportunity to do so, text them. All right? Text them and say, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the platform. You know what I mean? Be cordial. Have conversations in the chat. Be respectful, of course, as usual. So that's what I want from my moderators. All of my moderators, you that have those blue ticks, those wrenches beside your name, highlighted in the chat, I need you guys to encourage everybody to remember to smash that like button. See Pat W? Pat W is a seasoned vet. Pat W got a message already in a clipboard that she uses on the platforms that she's a moderator. Right? So it makes it easy for you. Just make one that you like that has your personality in it or whatever. And yeah, do it like that. Sassy D, what's up? Why you angry? Let me call you. Talking about you angry. Let me see how angry you is on the phone. Wait a minute. Let me call her. Talking about she angry. What you angry for? Huh? What in the world are you angry for? Better be thankful. Talking about you angry. Hmm?
I'm gonna mute my TV.
Yeah, mute your TV. Talk about you angry. What you angry for?
That's 81, and this is the second time you're doing
I
it.
said Sassy 81. My bad. Hey, listen. I
Knock
got
you in the head at long distance.
I have a Sassy 81 that's an actual day one of the platform.
I know, but that's not me.
I apologize. I be doing that sometimes. I be doing that to everybody. My
Twice.
bad. My bad.
I'm counting.
My bad. You said twice. Lord of mercy. Now she angry. Oh,
Lord of mercy.
Lord of mercy. Big up Sassy
So
81.
what?
Big up Sassy 81 and big up Sassy D in the building.
Holla, Sassy 81, wherever you are. She in the chat.
No, I don't know. Maybe she listening in the bushes. If she
Oh,
if she listen to replay, if she listen to replay, she gonna hear the
Well,
shout out.
they're in the bushes. There's some creepy things in the bushes.
Well, all right. Let's just say they're in the clouds in the heavens, not the bushes. Sorry.
Not even there.
They in the clouds, man. They in the clouds.
So what's going on, people? Hi, everybody.
Yeah. So, you know, I was listening to her Hot Off the Press, and you know, this video she did, and it sparked this video because I haven't spoken about the Samoa agreement in a long time, and I realized anytime I'm talking about the Samoa agreement, the numbers of the videos be, down. And a lot of people don't know what is going on with this thing, man. And it's very
A lot of
serious.
people don't know, but as much as this government and whosoever is behind all of this nonsense going on, let's go to the level of kids. You've got to know something wrong with you.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is the devil. Like, this is
'Cause
literally the devil at work. It's the devil
man
at
that
work.
you saw at the door, did you not see the demon on that?
Exactly. Look into his eyes. Look at his teeth. You look like you're a cannibal or something. You know what
His
I'm saying?
eyes, his face, it was so demonic. I could hardly look at him.
Exactly, man. And he's there just like with no soul. I don't think he got a soul. I really don't.
I don't know what's going on with. I mean, I do know what's going on with people. It is the time. It is the world changing. It's all of this. It's taking place. It's taking place faster than we probably even expected to. But we gotta seriously recognize this is not normal. This is not everyday thing. It's just shower of issues and leading us to right into the hands of, did I say Satan? You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
It's moving so fast. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's moving fast because even here in Toronto, we
You're
went
at the
and
heart of it.
I'm speaking to my sister about all of these changes and how God is coming and she's brushing off. And I went on to the new setup of Canada, where they now changing over your passport into cards and all this. And when I sent it to her, she's like, "Oh my gosh, this is real." So she wasn't listening to all the other stuff I was saying. But when she see Canada put up something showing that it's coming closer to the 666, she got scared quick and fast.
Man, oh man, I don't want to be one of those persons that wait to the last hour. No, sir.
No,
I've
no, no.
I've
I'm just
seen it.
waiting to be baptized now.
Yeah,
I've given my soul to God.
yeah,
That's where it belongs.
yeah.
I am not waiting. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. I love God and I want to stay with God. I want my spirit with Him. I want everything, soul, spirit, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So who wants to play? That's all on them. I got no time to waste and play with nobody no more. Doing
Right,
my thing.
right.
But yeah, that's all this thing with kids. It's despicable at a level of, I don't know.
So
We can't understand it.
were you aware of the push in Congress to have a bill passed where pedophiles can actually do their thing legally?
If I'm what?
Are you aware of the bill that they are pushing
No,
in Congress? Well, I would
no,
encourage everybody to go do their research. That there is a
definitely.
group of people that are advocating. They have done interviews on
Wow.
news stations that it is discriminatory of their
Okay.
sexual preference because they want to have relations with minors. They are being discriminated
Jesus.
against. All right, and they want a bill passed to make it legal for them to carry out and have their personal freedom. You notice the wording that they use? Their personal freedom. And I say again, my Jamaican people, this is what the Samoa Agreement is going to bring to Jamaica. Are you okay with that? Are you okay
So
with that?
they're giving children these options now.
Of course. Of course, the
Okay.
children is the main target. Because guess what?
Okay.
What more of a diabolical plan to actually destroy the population? Have themselves destruct their own self by cutting out their ovaries, cutting off their breasts, and cutting off their phalluses. That's it. We're
So all
done.
what God created, all what
Yes,
God created
we're
is
done after
being.
that. We're done. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Right? The birth rate is going to
Yeah.
go to negative when that happens. Worldwide. Right?
I don't understand what people are waiting for when you hear these things.
You know? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And then you got Tim Walz in Minnesota. Just go, guys, just go research Minnesota. All right? I would never want to enter that city. I would never want to visit
Never.
there, given the laws that are there for those people. Hell no, I don't want my kids growing. Man, you gotta be kidding me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm not even sorry, bro. I don't hate y'all, but I don't want to be nowhere near you.
I don't know. I just wish we stand up more as people and fight more as a people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yep.
I don't know why we're so laid back and what it takes for us to get up and do the things that we need to do to let them know this is nonsense. Away from the picketing and all this kind of stuff. We got to find ways to let these people know we're not going to tolerate your nonsense. Where you going with that?
Yeah, nobody want to stand on everybody. Oh, I'm afraid to lose my job. Especially if they live in America. Oh, I can't talk about that Bolo on social media because I'll lose my job. They have, man, the devil has done a good job.
Let me tell you, they're going to lose their job anyways because the
Listen,
666 is coming, and if you don't sign up for it, you're not going to have a job.
see, this is the thing. You're so right.
Yeah.
This is the precursor of whether or not you are going to stand on business for God, right?
Yep.
Because if you are afraid to lose your job now, so you're telling me that you don't believe that God is going to provide for you when you stand on the truth? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're
So
saying?
that's why I'm thinking stupid because at the end of it all, you're going to have to sign up for these things.
Come
You don't
on,
have a
man.
choice.
Come on,
You're
man.
gonna lose your house. You're gonna starve. You're gonna lose your car. You won't have. Jesus, I don't want to be caught in that.
And then you see, it goes back to the title of my video. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his whole soul?
Right?
All right? Come on, talk to me. Talk to
People
me.
gotta wake up. Like we can't be thinking one-sided, and then at the end of the day, you're kind of waving. Should I do this? Should I do that? You better get it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. No, I can't even talk. So much I want to say. It's so much want to flow out. You know, we have to open our eyes and our minds. Think.
Come on, man. This is a
Come
station.
on, people.
This is a station to flow. Flow out, girl. Talk to the people.
But I mean, on the real, I'm just saying, like, we can't be pardon me, assing
Go
this
ahead.
whole thing. You know what I mean? We can't do this halfway. We gotta do this fully. Recognize what is in front of you. This world is done. Even if it's next year or the year after, it's ending. I saw a guy that was walking through Philly the other day, and literally he's showing the people in Philadelphia zombies. You ever see the movie Zombies?
No, I haven't seen it.
The people were zombies. They're so drugged out. They were hunched over. They were on the ground. They were pushing needle up in their arms. They were they were some of them just I don't know. They walking. You know when you walk, the zombies are walking. Well, you said no, but in the movies where they're walking and dragging their legs and just dragging and dragging, and I'm like, seriously, this is for real. Hey, he started walking fast. He got so scared he started walking fast to get out of there. I mean, this was real. This was actually happening. He went to visit the U.S. and he said he wanted to go. He was in a hotel and he wanted to go out and see Philly. And the man gets so scared he run back inside of the hotel quick as fast as he could. Zombie, the people that most of them on the road are zombie because they're drugged out, whatever the drug is that they gave them. It's like that drug thing that you say, the candy thing that the kids got in Jamaica. Yeah, where I said to you that that's what they do with hand wipes, right? They put in the form of a candy and you pour water on it. They used to wipe your hand in restaurants. Now they have it given to kids to
So
destroy their
wait a
insect.
minute. So you telling me that's a hand wipe?
That's what I know that to be in restaurants.
I have never seen no hand wipe like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yep. They had it here. I don't know.
Mm-mm-mm. So I would love to see the packaging for that thing that they showed.
Say
Does it?
you go to a
No, the
seafood
reason why,
restaurant.
this is my thinking. I never knew that is a categorization of hand wipe. So is it possible that it mark hand wipe on the product?
I don't know.
The ones that you
I know
use
if
it.
I'm sitting, I know I've been to a restaurant where we're sitting in and it was served, it was given to us, and the guy said just dip it in the water and then you see it blow up and then you use it and wipe your hand.
Mm.
And you're showing that as a candy in Jamaica? No,
Well,
I don't know.
I would love to see if on the product itself it says candy. Because if it says candy, then
No,
they're
I
in
don't
trouble.
remember.
They're in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know. You mean in Jamaica?
Right. If it says candy, they're in
Oh,
trouble.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. You didn't see how they open it, did you?
Yeah, it's on the video. I played
Oh
it.
well, I don't
I
know.
played it on the video. It shows. It shows. They
But
open it. They tour it
we're at
open.
another. We're at another. Trump is determined to fight the Chinese that are in Jamaica. You know that, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So all of these things is not for nothing. It's for something.
Right, right. Well, I was listening to Pastor Shuttleworth Friday program he had yesterday. Very powerful. I encourage everybody to go watch it themselves. I will be posting those videos tomorrow morning of Pastor Shuttleworth. He really went in about a whole bunch of stuff. The education system, the constitutional reform, everything, man. He went in. I'm talking about Andrew Holness got it, Marlon Malibu got it, everybody got it, bro. He ain't playing
Yeah.
around. He ain't playing around with it, man. It's like, what the hell are you guys doing? You know, this is not Jamaica. This is not our culture. We're moving away from God and all of the things that they're partaking in. He's like, nah, it won't happen this way, bro. The NIDS, he
Yeah,
talked
but this
about the
isn't time
NIDS.
to be running down God. You shouldn't be running away from God. You see all
Yeah,
these crazy things happening, and you're running away from the Lord.
yeah, make it
Something
make
wrong.
sense. Make it make
Make it
sense.
make sense.
We're
So I
so
don't know.
well. The Bible talked about this generation. It surely did. So
But I don't want to be at that. I don't want to be them people. It's like I say to my sister, vodka, because she love her vodka. I said vodka. Going out to listen to music. What else? I said, after that is not worth me giving up my soul.
mm-hmm.
I said, you can, oh, you're not going to come to the things with us no more in the
Nope,
summertime. I'm like, nope,
nope.
I am not, and I don't miss it already. Already, I don't miss it.
Mm-hmm. This is the
Okay?
one of the things that Pastor Shuttleworth spoke about too is moving forward. Praying without ceasing has to be like the number one thing because the dangers spiritually are coming like a flood, like a tsunami, like a wave. He even talked about the judgment for Jamaica. He said Jamaica should pay attention to the judgment that is happening all around the world to different territories. Look what happened in California. He talked about that. He said people want to take it away, but that is God that allowed that to happen. Everything
Right.
that happened, God has allowed it to happen. If God don't sanction it, it don't happen. So that's a judgment on California from God. And he says we should take heed because Jamaica cannot manage a judgment from God. It's too small. It's just a little bit country that's on this plain where there's volcanoes apparently in the mountain, and we are sitting on two tectonic plates. It's not good. Massive earthquake and tsunami.
So there's
We
this
could,
video with with the fire, right?
Huh?
Like in California, there's a video, and
Yeah.
they were at this place. They were like stars, and they were talking about, kind of putting down God and kind of shaming God and laughing, making their little corny jokes. And
Right.
then 2 days later is when the California fire happened. So the man was saying, whether you can say it's just coincidence, whatever you want to say,
Mm-hmm.
but ain't this some kind of coincidence? So this all
Yeah.
turned out.
Everybody
You know
know.
what I mean?
Everybody.
Just as you shame God,
Right.
where did it hit? Lots of the stars' house them burned down
Right.
in Cali. Come on,
Exactly.
people.
Come on. So, everybody gonna say, oh, anytime it has to do with God's judgment, it's a coincidence.
They find an excuse.
All
Yeah.
of us, I think I've been probably guilty of that too. When I was young, my mom used to tell me, "You see what happened there? Yeah, he whooped you." I was like, "Man, mom, you really think that?" Try to play it down. You know what I'm saying? I used to do it too, but man, listen. Hey, them days is over, bruh. My eyes is open. Okay, listen. Hey, yo. God's judgment is moving swifter and swifter as the time draws nearer. All right.
Look
Hey.
up, people just dropping blup. Nothing.
Yep.
What's wrong? Why are they? Look at the lady in the supermarket.
Yep.
Blup, drop.
Yep.
Keep on
Yep.
playing with God, and you're gonna get yours. That's all I gotta say.
Yep. One of those people. We are literally the grass that grows, and we can't easily be cut off. The Bible talk
I
about
was
that.
watching Rex again at the early part of it. Bolo, you're gonna want to watch that. He's good tonight.
He's always good.
Yeah,
Ratigan
it's
program
serious. Some
always good.
serious things he brought up today. He
Yeah.
got to the diabetes part, so I kind of cut loose
Oh,
from
he's
that for a
dealing
bit. But
with
I'm gonna
health.
head.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna jump back on later on
Yeah.
because I got my TV and my phone. So I'll be watching you and watching him. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna
he's
end
good.
this live stream. I've been on here for 2 hours, and that's usually the time that I want to spend. I don't want to spend over
All
two
right.
hours unless we got like 400 people, 300 people in the chat.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And I want to like share something with them
Oh,
that
he
I
brought
know
up
they will
some
get.
good things on the prime day. He brought up some good. You're gonna love it.
Oh
So I
boy,
know you're
I'm
gonna grab that
excited,
up.
boy. I'm about to. Hey,
Yeah.
yo, thank you for the heads up, man. Hey, I'm
All
definitely gonna be
right, big.
tapping in. Oh, and
We'll talk.
guys, remember Tuesday, Mr. Mystic Sensation is going to be dropping a bombshell on
Oh
Tuesday on
wow.
on his program.
You
Listen.
know I'm there.
I'm going to be there. I can tell you that right now. Yo,
I hear you.
I'm excited because he's talking about an investigation that he did, and he said we do not want to miss it. And he goes late night. I'm not live usually that time, so I'm definitely tapping in to his program on Tuesday, y'all. And I encourage y'all to do the
Yeah.
same. You know what I'm saying? And for me,
What pissed me off is holiness. How him the walk around the smile like say him not do nothing wrong. The man they want me I tell you boy. Him
listen,
no walk with no shame. He's
my
shameless as
people,
heck.
including Sassy D. Um, this is what I've learned, and I'm incorporating it. As I learned from the shepherd that the Lord sends to lead the sheep. We have to love Holness because that's what the people of God do. You cannot hate him. Do not allow his wicked ways to have you corrupted and
Well,
start to
you know what?
hate him.
I'm not gonna be.
Right?
I'm not gonna be a hypocrite either. I'm not gonna love him. But
No. Listen.
yeah, you're right. I shouldn't. Hate
Listen.
is a
It's a
strong
learning.
word.
It's a learning process. It
It is a
is. It
learning
is. It
process.
is. It is of God that we love everybody. All right. We don't like their
Right, but I'm
ways.
not
We
gonna.
don't
I
like
don't
their.
love him.
We
No.
don't like their sinful ways. But we
Right.
should pray for their repentance.
Right. Right.
You understand? So you can't hate.
Yeah.
You can't hate somebody and pray for their repentance. That is not genuine. So you see
No,
how
I
that
just love.
works?
I hate his behavior. I hate the
That
things he's doing
exactly
to
his
Jamaica.
behavior, his sinful ways. We don't like that. We hate that, right? But the individual, yes, we cannot hate him
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
we're gonna walk the path that we want to walk to get into heaven. I'm just saying. I'm learning
Hallelujah.
these things.
Hallelujah.
I'm learning these
Yep.
things. So as I learn, I
Amen.
share. You know what I mean? And I hope that when people learn stuff too, they share it with me as well. That's the way it goes. Each one teach one, and we learn from each other. Hey man, I appreciate you answering the phone, Sassy D. Appreciate you. And I'm gonna get out of here and have you go, enjoy your evening.
Thank you. You
right.
enjoy yours. People have a good one. Have a good weekend.
All right, later.
All right. Talk later.
Cool. All right, my people. See y'all later, man. I gotta go to work. See y'all later. Later on tonight, look out for a live stream. Yeah. Later on tonight, look out for a live stream, man, because I'm sure I'm gonna go and do some research and find out that something else happened today that I'm probably gonna need to talk about. And that's how it goes. So see y'all later, all right? Peace and blessings. Have a wonderful weekend, and look out for them premieres tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, Pat Dub. Salute to everybody. Salute to y'all, man. Patrick, everybody on the live. Y'all have a blessed one, okay?